beautiful people. So, today we're going to be talking about something that's called CSS and HTML, which usually is the getaway drug to the world of coding. So, what we'll be discussing today is how to make the internet beautiful, how to make it pretty, so pretty. So, the first thing we're going to do is this is our agenda for today. First, we're going to discuss the end product. Then, we're going to discuss what is the internet. Then, we're going to understanding CSS. Then, sublime text. Then, printing Barbie model. Then, we're going to print H1, H2, and P paragraph tags. And then, we're going to make the thing pretty. Now, usually when I'm teaching this kind of stuff, I use my sister as my guinea pig. And by that I mean that I usually test these things out on her to see if she's really able to understand the things that I'm trying to teach. So usually what ends up happening is that basically, like here, if you look at number 3, for example, I was talking about understanding CSS. And rather than using CSS, she said, oh, you mean the thing that makes the thing pretty? So we're going to break down the programmer language. Programmer language really means like that jargon that's like really complicated that computer science people usually use to like really feel important, I'm so popular and all this stuff. So we're going to ignore that and we're going to like simplify the language so that everybody in the room can understand. So we're actually going to talk about the end product. We're going to talk about what is the internet. Then we're going to talk about the thing that makes the thing pretty. And then we're going to talk about the thing I need to talk to the thing. Then we're going to print the Barbie model. Then we're going to get a translator. And then we're going to make the thing pretty. Cool? Let's go. So, the end product. If you look here, essentially this is what we're going to be finishing at the end of the lesson. So this basically is what we hope to accomplish by the end of the lesson. So that's our end product. So let's talk about the interacting with a computer. So interacting with a computer is just like ordering food at a restaurant. What? For real. So basically, imagine you're going to this really, really fancy restaurant. You have the front of the restaurant. It's beautiful. It's calm. You get a beautiful view. And then in the back of the restaurant, you have chefs, and they're chopping, and they're cutting, and there's a fire, and there's all this action that's happening. So, the restaurant, the front is very pretty, calm, aesthetics. It's focused on making things pretty. And then in the back, it's hectic, it's loud, it's crazy. Alright, so now when you go to a restaurant, you have a client, you are ordering food, and then you have a server, a waitress or waiter that asks you for your food, and then you have the kitchen. The server is the person that connects you to the kitchen, and the person that connects the kitchen to the client. Cool? Alright, so how does a restaurant work? So you go to the restaurant, you sit down, and then a server comes and asks you, hey, what would you like to eat? And you say, as I gave in this example, I want some french fries with jalapeno sauce. I would like an ear steak, medium rare, I like it a little bloody. Then I would like a really large strawberry smoothie with extra ice. I would like a glass of your best wine. That would certainly be nice. And then actually make it a glass of your best white wine. And then for dessert, I want full caramel gooey goodness. Oh, and a Diet Coke, because I'm on a diet. Great. So you basically place that order. And then the server says, oh, great, I'll be back shortly. So he takes your order, and he goes to the kitchen. So the server goes to the kitchen. When he gets to the kitchen, he said, oh my God, Mariela, she wants french fries with jalapeno sauce. She wants a New York steak. She wants this. She wants that. Give her order. She's like a VIP member. She needs her order. She needs it now. So, actually, I think that's what the kitchen staff acts like when I go to a restaurant. But anyway, so after you place your order, the kitchen staff prepares your food, and they're chopping, and they're cutting, and they're grilling, and they're sauteing, and they're like making things pretty and designing and doing this and doing that. So they prepare your food just like you order it. And then the server comes after the food is complete. The server comes back with your food, and it's so pretty. And they come back with all your food, and they bring it to your table. And then now you eat all this food completely oblivious to the drama, the complete and utter drama that had to go into making your food. Alright? So, how is computer like a restaurant? So in the front, you have the romantic view, the very pretty thing, the aesthetics. And then in the back, you have the nitty gritty, the back of the kitchen, the drama, and the action. A computer is just like that. In the front, you have the beautiful design. Think of Facebook. You see the beautiful layout. You have your profile picture up here, your home button here, your friends here. The really cute guy you like, he's like over here in the top 6 friends. Great. But then in the back of the code, you have all this stuff here, the back end, the coding, the database. So just like a restaurant, the internet is just like a restaurant. So, I have these deep, dark thoughts at 2 in the morning thinking about what is the internet? So, sometimes I just lie awake and I just think, what is the internet? And the internet, let me tell you the secrets of the universe. So, the internet is just basically all these databases that contain all this data, and they are rendered in a pretty format, which is just a dash of makeup, and they are organized and shown to you in a way that you can understand. So Facebook essentially is just this huge, creepy database of all this information. So every time you write a status, it's sent to a database that shows it to other people. So basically, it's just you're basically transmitting data. That makes sense? Cool. So you think of the internet as this huge database, this huge nasty looking database that has a little bit of makeup to show you things in a really pretty format. Cool? So HTML is a language. Just like in France, you have French. In Mexico, you have Espanol. And in China, you have, is it Chinese or Mandarin? I'll have to Google that in a minute. But you have different languages for different groups of people to understand what you're saying. And HTML is just a language. So basically, HTML is one language of many different languages that work together to make really cool websites and applications work together. So you have different languages like CSS, Python, JavaScript, databases are in self-language, jQuery, JSON, and Bootstrap. These are all different languages that work together to make one application. You don't always need all these languages to make one application. They're just different languages. So they all work together, and HTML is just one of many languages that we're going to discuss today. Great. So now we're going to talk about the thing I need to talk to the thing. So what I would like you to do right now is I would like you to go to www.sublimetext.com, and at the top of the page I want you to click where it says download. Let me show you. So you're going to go here, sublimetext.com. Excellent. And then when you get here, you're going to click right here where it says download. Great. So let's get to that. So once you get to that page, I would like you to find out what operating system you have. So if you have a Mac, I will directions. Click on the Apple at top left. Great. And then click about this Mac. So it's going to tell you what operating system you have. So here I have operating system X. So operating system X right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Chrome, and see how it's right here, operating system X. So I will download that. I already have it downloaded, so there's no need for me to download it again. However, if you have a PC, here are the instructions for how you can find what operating system you have. Great, we're ready to rumble? Alright, let's go to the next step.